Okay, so this video is going to be about translations, which are basically just sliding a figure on the coordinate plane. We're going to define the translation, perform an actual translation of an object, and identify the translation with at least a couple of points. So the first thing is, a translation moves every point of a figure the same distance and the same direction. A translation can move a figure left or right, and or up and down. So that's why we think of them as just slides. But it has to be the entire figure. It can't just be one point. It has to be the exact same. So this is a translation rule here. You're going to see a number that you start with, and then this number in the A comma B spot is going to tell you which way to go. Now, they don't always do it that way. Sometimes they give it to you this way. So this one here would mean left 5 and up 3, whereas this one here would be right 3 and up 4. So the first number tells you left and right. Second number tells you up and down. So if it's T, A, comma, B, the first one is left and right, and the second one tells you up and down. Okay? So what you want to do is match with A to A or B to B, and therefore you can figure out what you're doing. So I did just from A to A, because B was like between lines and C was kind of close, but I just decided to go with A. So I figured out how many to the right: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should say 6. And then how many down is 1, 2. 2 down. So therefore, if you check the rest, it should be the same. C should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 down. So there's two ways that you can write this. You could say right 6, down 2. You can also say T positive 6, comma, negative 2. Or you can say X, Y becomes X plus 6 and Y minus 2. So we're changing our 6. So going up 6 on the X's and down 2 on the Y's. Okay, so that is the translation. So any one of these two would be acceptable, and even in words, you can write it in words. Okay, so we're going from A to A1 or B to B1. So remember, we're always going from A to A prime, B to B prime. Okay, so number 2 here. Negative 8, negative 2 is already graphed. Negative 5, negative 2 was already graphed because this is 0, 0. And negative 8, negative 6 was already graphed, and negative 5, negative 6. And all they want you to do is this. So this 8 means we are going 8, hopefully you guessed that, to the right. And this 10 means we are going 10, and hopefully you guessed that right. So every single point needs to go 8 and 10, 8 and 10. So we're going to start with the A. I'm going to go 8, which I'm going to do the math in my head to get from negative 8 and add 8. We're going to be at 0. So let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then up 10. So 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. Okay, so there's our new A prime. What that's going to be for A prime is 0, comma, positive 8. Okay, now, I did that for the first one, but just to show you, you could do this by hand without graph paper. All you're doing is math, adding 8 and adding 10. So I'm going to take B, negative 5, negative 2, and I'm going to add 8 and add 10. That's going to land me at 3, 8. So that's B prime. And if you want, you can go over to 3, 8, and you can label B prime. Okay, now remember, you could do that with C. You got negative 8, negative 6, and you're going to add 8, add 10. That's going to leave you at 0, comma 4. So that's your new C prime, 0, comma 4. That's your C prime. And you can guess that D is going to be here, but let's just do the math again. D to D prime, we have to go negative 5, negative 6. Remember, we're adding 8 and adding 10. It's 3 comma 4. That's D prime. And there's your graph. And if you notice, it's still the same shape. It just got moved, and this is called a translation. So if you have the numbers, you might as well do it without the graph. Okay, so we're going to stop. We're going to practice 3. So remember, you could see it in different ways. You might see something like, and you write this down if you have space, A is negative 3, 4, under a t of negative 4, negative 1. So all that really means is you're going to take the A and you are going to subtract 4 and subtract 1. See what you get for that. And your new A prime should be negative 7 and 3. Okay, so you don't need graph paper, you just need to know the rule. Okay, remember, it could be written as x plus and y plus, or it could be written as t with 2 numbers and a comma. All right, good luck.